Now, sports from the FNBO Sports Desk. FNBO, the great big small bank.
We've got plenty to recap from the weekend, including a long streak coming to an end in basketball. Let's start with the big Scottsbluff at Gering doubleheader from Saturday night. We had it for you on KNEB.TV platforms, starting with the girls' game. Tight at halftime, Scottsbluff leading by just 2 points, but the Bearcats took control in the third quarter as Paige Horn scored 14 of her game-high 25 points. Horn also connecting on her first three-point shot of the season, and Gering really had no answer for Horn after Nikki Todd left with an ankle injury just past halftime. Scottsbluff scored 24 points in the third quarter, and they'd go on to win it 57-45 over Gering for their 9th straight win. Scottsbluff is now 13-4. For Gering, it was their 11th straight loss. They're now just 3-13. Moving to the boys' game, Scottsbluff had won 21 straight contests over their rival dating back to February of 2014. With Scottsbluff's Tate Talkington out with a wrist injury, it was a perfect storm for the Bulldogs to get off the schneid against the Bearcats. And really, Gering controlled this game for the most part. They got 4 players in double figures, led by Uriah Wybera's 19 points, and Caden Bonsack was big, both scoring and rebounding. After Scottsbluff hit a couple first quarter three-pointers, they did not make another three the rest of the night. The Bulldogs' 2-3 zone was able to keep the Cat shooters at bay. Wybera scored 9 of his 19 in the fourth with a pair of baskets, and he hit 5 of 7 down the stretch at the free throw line. Gering wins it 64-54. It was the Gering boys' 4th straight win, while the Bearcats now drop to 9-7 on the season. Arguably the 2 best teams in the region this year, the Bridgeport girls and the Ogallala boys. Bridgeport looks simply unstoppable right now, 14-0, and coming off a blowout of Hershey to win the SPVA title. They got a school record 40-point game in that win from Ruthie Loomis Girdle. On the boys' side, Ogallala improved to 16-0 with weekend wins over Alliance and Ainsworth. There are some recaps available on the website for high school swimming and wrestling. The CCAT boys took first at the McCook Triangular. The girls team finished in 3rd place. They picked up a combined 6 first-place finishes individually between the 2 teams. In wrestling over the weekend, Scottsbluff boys winning at Chadron, while Gering finished 8th at Lexington. And we'll close things out with WNCC basketball. Both teams opening Region 9 South Conference play with a pair of road wins at McCook. 1-0 starts in league play away from home, and both teams will stay on the road this upcoming weekend as they'll head to Otero for a doubleheader on Friday, and then both teams for the Cougars at Trinidad State on Saturday. The next home games for the Cougars will be a February 2nd date for the men against North Platte, and then home doubleheader action against Otero on the 10th. A busy Monday recap. That's the latest today from the FNBO Sports Desk. I'm Chris Cottrell.